G'day guys, I'm out again this weekend. Familiar area but new property, so it's one of the neighbours that's invited me on to do a little bit of shooting here. So he wants some foxes controlled and there's a fair few pigs about. The weather forecast is abysmal. It's blowing a gale. It's meant to rain on and off the whole time. And I forgot my good rainwear, of course. So the sensible thing to do would be stay inside. No, let's go and ride the quad bike around in the rain and get wet. Hopefully shoot some pigs. That is really fresh. So there's a whole heap of country down in here, big gully. Couple of pigs. That's a bit quick. Just in this little gully, so there's certainly enough sign up in here. Well, this is just charming. I was wrong before, it's not raining, it's hailing now. So yeah, that's just bloody super to be up on this hillside. Let's get the fick out of here. This isn't a bad little pad here, so there's one here, one there, all pig tracks leading through that hole. Just following this pad up that went through that fence line. It runs up right up into there, and there's a big dam up in there, so it's a fair bit of travel going that way. Just smacked this vixen with the 6.5 PRC at about 100 metres with a 147 grain ELDX. Now, you probably don't need to use too much imagination. This is the blast trail. I'll probably make this black and white. It's basically blown its back leg off and torn right through it. So yeah, those projectiles certainly do a fair bit of damage. Never a dull moment today. It's not hailing anymore. The sun came out, now it's gone. There's a rainbow up here, and I've got a mob of goats over here. So let's go and chase them with the drone. Well, the goats didn't like my drone too much at all, but I still got really close to them. But the thing that's just blown me away, probably about 600 metres beneath me, I can see these kangaroos in this sheltered gully standing on a little slightly sunny face. So I've zipped the drone down there. Have a look at how quiet these animals are with the drone. Really quietly, this mob of pigs down here, they've got no idea that I'm here. They're asleep under this tree in the sun. Let's go. excuse the water, it is raining. That big tree centre frame there, that's where that nest was that I shot that big sow and those other pigs. And I've just looked around and a couple of little ones came up out of this grass, so pegged this one offhand. I don't know what this gun weighs, probably about 7 kilos, so yeah, I've done better offhand shooting, that's for sure. What is it with me and shooting pigs in this paddock, and the minute I pull the trigger it starts to bloody rain and hail. So as you can see, the sun's back out. This is that big sow on her nest. Obviously this is why she's here, because it's getting the sunlight. There's another little one there, little one there. There's 2 little ones up on this hill, and there's another one over there. So pretty good. I got 6 of those guys. The quad bike's just up there on that ridge where I spotted them from. I've definitely brought the wrong tool into this paddock. Maybe the only tool in here is me, but I should have brought my bloody 308, but I left it at home. Thought I'd give it a rest, share the love. And the reality is all I'm doing is bulk shooting pigs, and I'm losing all my expensive PRC brass in this grass. I've just completely lost the other side of the valley. There's just a big storm front coming over. So I think it's a really good idea that we hide here for a little while under this tree. It's bloody wild weather, boys. I don't know if you can see that, but it's hailing out there. I've just jumped in this old hay shed, and I'll tell you what, I'm glad it's here. Sun's now set, fully rejuvenated. I've got the Thermion 2 XP50 on my custom 6BR. Let's go and see what we can find. I've literally ridden 100 metres maybe from the cabin I'm staying in. I've looked over in the paddock, which is full of calves, and here's this pig walking through it. So yeah, waited for him to clear the cattle, and I've clipped him up the back of the ear. I've just spotted some animals out in this cultivated paddock with the thermal. Now I'd estimate they're 500 or 600 metres away. There are a few sheep in this area, so we'll head in on foot, go and try and get some better ID. I think they're pigs from the way they were moving around, so fingers crossed. Righto, so they are pigs. They're about 150 metres up in front of me. I've seen them feeding up into this bit of a gut up here, so what I'm going to do is head up in front of them, try and get about 100 metres in front of them, and then cut in at 90 degrees and hopefully set up on them when they walk in on me. So let's see how we go. Little bit of fast action there on the 6BR, so managed to get the big sow and 2 of they're probably half or 3/4 grown pigs. So yeah, that's off to a really good start. Now I've got to walk about 800 metres back to the bike, but anyway. A lump of a sow we just got. Same paddock nearly as that last mob of pigs, but we've gone out, picked up the property owner, and we've done a loop up along this fence line and picked this one up, so that's pretty good. We'll do this one in red mode because yeah, as you'll see in the footage, all I could see with this big vixen was a head sticking up, so yeah, it's a bit messy. Another big healthy vixen, so it's a good one to get out of the system at this time of year when they're breeding. Another vixen down, the third one. Little stumpy tail on that one, it's got a bit of mange, looks short but it's full length, no hair. I'm sure I've just seen pigs moving up here in this timber. Now, the strange thing is I've come into this paddock from a different direction, haven't been in from that way before, and I'm almost certain that it's the same pig carcasses that I shot about 5 hours ago. So it's possible that other smaller pigs out of that mob have come back into the same area. I'm not sure. I'm going to have a really good look. There's heaps of sheep in this paddock, so yeah, we'll have to be pretty on the ball with target ID. Well, there you go. It has to be out of that same litter of pigs. It's got the same colours and all that sort of stuff. It's about the same size. One got away, got one. One thing that comes up in all these videos, especially from overseas viewers, thank you for watching by the way, is why are we shooting feral cats? Why do we shoot foxes? What do we do with the pigs? I hope you eat them all. Now, one thing you guys need to understand, in Australia, all of these animals are invasive feral species. They're not native to Australia. So what I'm doing out here at the moment is purely pest control for the property owner. Jagged it again, another 2-for-1 rabbit shot. Shit. I'll be damned. So I'm just riding down this track. I look across to the right and I could see a thermal source under this tree. Now I thought, oh, maybe it's a cat. Had a better look. No, it's bigger than a cat. I thought, oh, it's probably a little calf or something like that. It had a bit of heat to it when I got closer, so I've rode right around this tree. I looked at it from the other side over there. I've rode right around it, only at about, I don't know, 5 or 10 metres. And I've come around this side and it's a sow hiding in there with some little pigs. So yeah, Mum copped one between the eyes. She's got the old googly eye happening there. I've slotted that smaller pig there as they just sort of laid next to her because she basically just rolled over. And yeah, I've pegged another one on the other side of the road. So yeah, that's what you call close range. I'm out on the cropping fields at the moment. Now it's horrendously windy, as you can probably hear. It's freezing cold, very, very wet, so tracks only. I have managed to pick a few pigs up, just sort of cruising around on the quad bike, but any of the ones that I see a little bit further off, the plan is to walk in on those and hopefully get some better numbers. I've just spotted 2 pigs off in all this long grass that I'm in. I've jumped off the bike, grabbed the tripod and gone for a little bit of a walk. Now as I've walked in, I've looked up on the edge of all this green cropping that I'm on at the moment, and there was a sizable mob of pigs further along it. So I forgot the other 2, walked up to the bigger mob. Well, those buggers went into the grass too. Now the cover in here is probably about thigh height, so it's very difficult to see them, but I did manage to get this boar. He's not a bad size actually, and another 2 pigs off in some stubble. Hey. That's pig number 2 from that mob. Just saw enough of him in the stubble to get a shot off on him anyway. Pig number 3, a big milky sow. She's not a bad size, that one either. Not so many mice in this video. I'm not sure about other areas, but it's the middle of winter now and the cold is certainly doing its job and thinning those buggers out. I'm pretty resilient when it comes to weather on this quad bike, but it's awful out there in the open. It's so windy, a lot of the tracks take me into the wind. So add in probably 40k gusts out there, plus the speed on the quad bike, I'm just getting blown to buggery. So we'll head back into some cover, I think. Happy with that. 4 shots, 4 pigs. That's a really good example what a little bit of stealth can do. So this mob of pigs I gently pushed off a trough with the bike, rode over a little rise back there, and I saw them straight away in the thermal. They were just on the side of a trough, so they just sort of gently wandered off into the grass. So the bike straight off, grabbed the gun, and I've cut around about 150 metres above them, and then came in from a different angle, and they were just, as you can see in the footage, feeding their way towards the position I was in. So let them get to probably, I don't know, 40 metres, and yeah, you saw the result. It's still blowing its ass off out here, but 28 pigs, 6 foxes. I'm sure the property owner's happy with the result. Thanks guys for letting me come out for a shoot. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, have a look at my Patreon if you'd like to give me a little bit more support. I'll see everyone next time.